Welcome to another episode, everyone. OG Compton Crip member crashes out, if you will, on Mob James, formerly of Mob Pyru, from testifying in the Tupac murder trial. There's a lot of fallout from the Tupac murder trial already. We've been covering the trial here on the Inside Story with me, Damian Porter. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as we continue to cover the Tupac trial from top to bottom. Here, an OG Compton Crip comes at Mob James and says that he should not have gotten on the stand, period. Mob James said that he was a hostile witness, that he was not there to help the prosecution. But this is just to show you the politics, if you will, and the culture and gang culture. Some people have a question about that, whether Mob James did the right thing by getting on the stand or not, whether or not that's allowed in the culture for him to get on the stand if he did not snitch, etc. Well, here we get insight into how some individuals feel about this, older members, OG members, how they feel about someone like Mob James, even though he's no longer a gang member, getting on the stand. As we know, other individuals have gotten on the stand. Dirt Rock, Southside ex-gang member, Dirt Rock, Devontae, formerly of Southside Compton Crip, got on the stand. Come to find out, he had been working with the DEA since at least 2006 and had received 5 payments for working with the DEA. Keefe D himself had been snitching with the FBI since at least 1998. None of these individuals can be trusted. This here is OG Baby Gangster from Santana Block Compton Crip, the big homie. Shout out to him. And let's see what he has to say about Mob James and what Mob James did and said on the stand in the Tupac murder trial. Again, Mob James was not there to snitch, but does some people still feel like what he did was snitching? That's the question.
My boy Mob James, I can understand that they mandated that you come to court. They gave you a subpoena to go. I ain't tripping none of that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go, you go to jail. Okay, you can go, but they can mandate you to go, but they can't tell you what the fuck to say. And I'm going to tell you something, homeboy. I wouldn't have said a motherfucking thing. You know what I'd have got up there and said? That was 30 years ago. There was at a time when I was high as a motherfucker, getting high every motherfucking day. I don't remember shit. I don't recall none of that shit. I wasn't there when the Tupac got shot, so I don't know shit about that. I was so high at the club, I don't know shit. Man, listen, man. When you standing on business, homie, you wasn't really, I'm just saying, homie, you wasn't supposed to say shit, man. All that shit when they talking about, oh, when y'all left Vegas that night and went back to the hood because it was going to go down, all that shit is evidence for later on. If somebody did get killed when y'all got back and they trying to piece some shit together, you already told them y'all had to go back to get ready for war. The shit was going on back and forth. Man, motherfucker wasn't supposed to say, nah, hey, homie. On some real shit, homie, you shouldn't have said shit, man. You know? That's my opinion, homie. You know?
Yeah, man, I mean, excuse me, as I said before, in one of the videos that I covered regarding the Tupac murder trial, there was an individual who had got on the stand before in a different case, and the prosecutor, the judge, were asking him questions, and he never opened his mouth, not even one time, not even to plead the fifth. He never said one word. They asked him what his name was, and he just sat there. They said, are you going to answer any questions? He just sat there. They said, are you pleading the fifth? And he just sat there. He didn't even say yeah. He didn't say yes, I'm pleading the fifth. He didn't say nothing. And the judge finally said, get him out of here. Get him out of my courtroom. Because they can make you go to court, like OG Gangster here said, and like I said before, yes, they can make you go to court with a subpoena. If you don't show up to court, you go to jail. That's what Dirt Rock had said, that he was forced to go to court. Dirt Rock being Devontae, the other individual. If you've been following the coverage I've been putting out, then you know who Dirt Rock is, the individual who testified recently in the Tupac murder trial from Southside Compton, who just exposed everything, as I said, had got paid by the DEA 5 times prior for snitching. He admitted that himself there on the stand. And at the end of the day, you get up there and you just say nothing. Now, if you want to say I plead the fifth, or you can go the route of what Gangster is saying. Hey man, I don't know. Are you serious? You asking me about something that happened 30 years ago? Even though it was a big event, it was Tupac, and it's something that people probably never forget. I mean, we all remember where we were at when we heard Tupac had been killed. When we heard that he died, we know where we were at. I know exactly where I was at when I got that news. So it's not necessarily something that you're going to forget. It's like 9/11. Like everyone knows where they were at when they got the news that the towers had went down in New York. It's that same sort of scenario with this incident here. But still, no one can make you remember anything. You can still go and say, I don't remember, man. I'm 60-something years old now, and that was 30 years ago. My memory's not that. I don't know what happened that night. What happened after the shooting? Did you go back to Compton? I don't know. That's it. If you don't want to be too hostile and you don't want to just get up there and just not say nothing like the aforementioned individual did, because you don't want to turn the court off and maybe you're trying to help to defend it. And so you want to just get up there and just, say F the court and not say a word. So hey man, I don't know. I don't remember. That's it. I don't remember. Like he said, you're talking about 30 years ago. I don't know. But, saying that, yeah, we went back to Compton to prepare for a war because we knew it was going to be a war. First of all, there were other murders that went down in Compton following Tupac's death. We know this, right? A war ensued. And many people lost their lives and got hurt during that war. It was about a 2-week span where bodies were dropping. And all of these cases are not solved. All of these murders are not solved. And murder doesn't have a statute of limitation, of course. So when you're talking about we went back to prepare for a war, and then a war did in fact ensue, indicating that you perhaps were a part of that war, then people may still have questions. Detectives may still have questions about some of these cold cases because all of those murders were not solved.
Because they wouldn't even subpoena me to court. Because I'd have straight told them, man, all that old hostile witness, you wasn't hostile, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't supposed to just say nothing, period. You from the streets, homie. You a gang member. You might not be no gang banger, but you a gang member. Reggie Wright is a civilian. He can get up there and say whatever the fuck he want to say. He a civilian. You know what I'm saying? But you a gang member, homie. You wasn't supposed to say nothing, homie. And that's real. Because even when you think you slick, you ain't slick when you come to them people and you on that witness stand. They going to get something out of you that's going to be useful for them. And that's real. And then by you making a statement like you ain't trying to send KVD to jail and all that, that's just saying that you know something that can send him to jail. You shouldn't even said that, period.
Yeah.
Because even though you ain't saying it out your mouth, that the insinuation is that you do know something.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's true. He's talking about the part of Mob James's testimony where Mob James said, I'm not trying to send Keefe D to jail. So he said, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not going to say anything that's going to send him to jail. So you can say something that will send him to jail then. So you do have information, more information. You're telling us that you have this information, but you're just not going to share it with us. But you're still letting us know that you have information that can send him to jail. The jury, of course, can look at that and say, well, so he did do it. You can drop a bombshell right now that can convict him. You can say something right now that we can listen to and find him guilty. This is what you're saying. So he did do it then. Or, they can draw this conclusion whether he meant that or not. This is why you just don't get on the stand at all. Or if you're gonna get, because we think we can outslick these people all of the time. These prosecutors and defense attorneys been at it for 30 years, and we've been in the streets all of our lives. But sometimes they have certain tactics. They can get certain things out of you without you knowing if you're not careful. They have certain angles. That's why it's best just to say, I'm not talking to y'all at all. I'm not even about to say something that can be construed or misconstrued in a certain manner. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just not even going to have a discussion with you all at all.
Yeah, hey, man. Best thing to do is, if you had to get up there, just do like the police do. Everybody else, I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. They can't make you say nothing. They can't make you remember. If you say you don't fucking remember, you don't remember. They can't give you no attempted court or none of that shit. Motherfucker, I was back then smoking Sherm and some more shit 30 years ago. I don't remember that shit. I remember, yeah, Tupac got killed. Everybody remember that. But that's all the fuck I remember. I don't remember the specifics of that night or no nights after that shit. Cause yeah, man, motherfuckers gonna be on your head. I ain't even trying to be on your head like that, homie. All I'm saying, I ain't calling you no snitches, no rat. All I'm saying is you just shouldn't have said shit, period, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's real. You gonna have all kind of motherfucking YouTubers on here saying all kind of shit about you. All I'm saying is you shouldn't have got up there, and by you being subpoenaed, you had to go. You just shouldn't have said shit. I don't remember, I don't recall. This is about Tupac murder. I wasn't there when he got shot, so ain't nothing I can tell you. Nothing I can tell you. Don't matter about what happened after the fact. I don't know shit. That's some crazy shit, man. For real. That's crazy. Maybe RDL say, I got nothing sealed up. Friends U.S. Marines say, OG, how's the family doing, brother? Man, well, we good, man. Thank you, Jesus. 619 Cap say, Keefy D was looking more and more like Damian Porter as he listened to Mob James' statements, saying there shouldn't have been no statements on it. Yeah, and that's in order to keep your name clean and keep motherfuckers off of your back.
Damn, I caught it straight.
Because anytime you say anything, a motherfucker gonna be on your head. Recorder Wiley say, what's going on, G? What's up, homie? Baby RDL say, I'm going to jail. Fuck going to court. He ain't had to go to jail. He could have went to court and got up there and he could have pled the filth.
Yeah.
He could have pled the filth, man. If he had.
Yeah, and that's how some people feel, bro. Let me know how you all feel about it in the comments. But of course, if you're not a part of the culture, the gang culture, that's fine. Because, in fact, shout out to you. I respect that. Because the gang culture is so dumb. It's so stupid. Hell, you are exhibiting a level of intelligence, even if it's a minute one, just by not being a part of that destructive culture. That tells me this is an intelligent individual. So you not being a part of the culture, that's not a knock on you. That's a plus. That's credit to you. And shame on us who are a part of it or who have been. But we're trying to do better now, at any rate. For those who are a part of the culture, this self-hating, self-destructive ghetto gang culture, there are certain rules. What say you? How do you feel about Mob James getting on the stand? I'm just curious. We just heard OG Gangsta tape. That's OG Gangsta again. His channel is OGEN OGEN. So it's OGN, however he pronounces it, but OGEN is his channel. Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. That's the OG big homie from Santana Block, Compton, Crip. As I said, he always has some intelligent things to say about the culture and about some of the things that are going on in the culture. He's older, he's up there, and he's wise. That's his take on it. And as I said, he could have certainly went that route as well. Mob James got on there and said, "Man, I don't know anything about Tupac's murder." That's what this is about. What happened in Compton afterwards, and that's neither here nor there, because we're talking about what happened with Tupac's murder. Who killed Tupac? I don't know who killed Tupac. So I have nothing to offer you. I have nothing to say. You forced me here to court. That's fine. I'm here. I ain't got time to play these games and get handcuffed and go to jail for 2 and 3 days or a week and all that because I didn't show up to court. That's fine. I'm here. But you're going to wish you had never called me. I told you I didn't want to come. I told you I have nothing to say. I told y'all when the prosecutor called me, when a defense attorney called me, whatever, I have nothing to say. Don't send me to court. Don't subpoena me because I can't help you. You'll just be wasting your time, wasting people's tax dollars because there's nothing I can do for you. I don't remember what happened there, period. And then they call you anyway, thinking they still about to get something out of you because they thinking you know something, but you done told them, I'm not a snitch. They know you know something, but you tell them, I'm not a snitch. Bro, I'm not finna say nothing in court. You wasting your time. I'm like, I don't care what you say, what you do. I'm not saying nothing. They can't put a gun in your head and make you say something. Even then, they can't make you say what they want you to say. They put a gun in your head and say up, and you say down. They can't control what comes out of your mouth. No one can. So you get on there, and you done called me anyway? I told you. I have nothing to say to you, man. I can't help you. I got a job. I got a wife who wanted to get busy this morning. But instead, I had to get up and shower and get dressed and come to some damn courtroom. Y'all interfering with my life. When I told you I didn't want to come, I had to miss work. Okay, I got something for you. I can't help. I already told you I'm not going to help you. I can't help. I don't know nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing for you, man. Let me show you then. You shouldn't have called me, damn it. I said that not to call me. And you get on the stand and you don't say a damn thing. You don't want to be here, right? You're a hostile witness. You just look at them. They can't force you to answer any questions. Are you going to cooperate or you just look at it? I told you not to call me. I don't know nothing. Jury, I don't know nothing. That's it. That's my take. What is yours? Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Bob James do anything wrong getting on the stand? I guess you would have to see what his testimony was. Go and check out one of my videos. I covered it on the Tupac murder trial. Bob James testifying on the stand and what he had to say. And then let me know in the comments what you think he did. Because some people may say, no, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't snitch. He didn't say Keefy D killed him or Baby Lane killed him. Or they made him come to court. He went to court and he had to say something. So he was trying to be evasive. He was trying to help him out, whatever. Some people may have that take. I don't know. But, I don't. And when you get up there and you say, I don't want to send him to jail for life, or however he phrased it, I don't want to send him to jail, or he said, I don't want to send him to jail, or I don't want to send him to jail for life. He said one of the two. So again, the implication is that you have information that can send him to jail for life. Why even say that? Just don't even say anything like that. I don't want to send him to jail for life. Okay, don't. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm about to get to some of the Tupac trial right now. Stay safe and So I would have been, you know, I did 10 videos yesterday. I did 5 on this channel and 5 on my other channel, The Unwoke Culture. Look in the description and go check out the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. I would have did 10 videos over here trying to keep up with this damn Tupac trial. But I had to do, I'm over there trying to build that channel, and it is building. It's already neck to neck with this one, to tell you the truth. I'm about to be out of here and over there in a minute all day. You know, I mean, but go check it out, man. If you want to see me, if you want some more of the big fella, that's where you're going to have to go, to The Unwoke Culture. Even though I'll be right here forever. I'll never abandon this channel or my people over here. I feel like my people over here is different. You know, it's just, it'll always be different. You know, like the connection that I have with my people on this channel, like, you know, it's like, it's close knit. It doesn't have, I don't need 1 million subscribers. It's close. The people I got is close knit. And as I said before, I feel like these people care about me, like for real, like really care. So it's different, bro. It's different over here. If I can get 1 million views on the other channel, I'll always be right here with my people right here. It's just different. I feel like I'm abandoning my people if I wasn't doing content over here. That's just how I feel. Like I feel like I care about these people too, you know. That being my comments and everything is a different connection, bro. People don't really get it. I can't even really explain it. So I'm still gonna be right here is my point always. I'll never abandon you people. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate all of y'all's support as always, man. For real, for real. I mean, I'm pushing, I'm working hard, you know, myself, but that's what you got to do. I'm trying to build this channel, still trying to build this channel up. I'm trying to build the other one up. I got to put in work. It's not going to fall out of the sky. Who's stronger, me or my detractors? I say me, man, me. Stay safe and stay free, people.